Richmond, Virginia's housing market is hot right now.
It's getting hot in here.
If you're looking to move to Richmond, buy your first house, sell your first house, invest in a first house, you're not going to miss this video. I'm going to go into deep detail about 2025 predictions. Spring, summer, is it going to be right for you jumping in? Let's get it. Now, Richmond, Virginia is ranked between the 9th and the 13th city in the whole United States for the strongest housing markets. Now, depending on if you're a buyer or seller or relocator, follow the timestamps below for your specific market needs. Now, for my buyers, I'll be covering interest rates and affordability going into 2025, what to expect this whole year. I'll also be covering the top areas close to the city with and without as much competition in play, along with my advice going into 2025, what you should expect as a buyer to look out for. For my sellers, I'll also cover the current conditions of the market, how to make the most out of a sale, and of course the interest rates and affordability and how that impacts your sale as well. Interest rates, we are here in January is about 7%. And for the rest of the year, I would expect them to stabilize somewhere between 6.25 and 7.75. Nobody can predict it exactly, but given where the rates have been for the past 2 years and some change, and the current conditions of the market have not changed, you could probably expect it to be in that range. Besides that 1 month back in September 2024, where they dipped down to 5.5 after the Fed released that they're going to reduce rates way ahead of time, and they dipped down, and then less than a month, they jump back up. Now, with affordability, we just keep on breaking records. Unfortunately, it's not necessarily a bad time to buy, given how strong our real estate market is here in Richmond. A $350,000 home could be worth $100,000 more today than it was back in 2021. Let's look at a little price comparison. You went back in time and bought that $350,000 house in 2021. You put 20% down at a 3% interest rate. Your payment would be $1,180 per month. Now, if you buy that same house worth what it's worth today, which is probably around $450 if it's in a decent location, at a 7% interest rates, your monthly payment for the same exact house is now $2,400. But here's the problem. We still have so many buyers that actually can still afford a house, and there's still so few homes out there. We're not seeing pricing go down for some of these top areas, and if interest rates go down, then the competition will then rise once again with more people entering the market and homes becoming a little bit more affordable given the rates. What are the top areas? Zip codes 23226 and 23229, you can expect to pay on average 104% over list price for a house between $300,000 and $650,000 with an average price per square foot of $284 in that price range. Now, average price in that range is $451,000 for a house, roughly around 1,500 square feet. Another top spot for first-time home buyers is Lakeside. You can expect to pay an average 103% over list price between a $300,000 and $450,000 home. Average price per square foot is about $284 as well, and average price only being about $331,000. Now, if you're looking for an alternative to this very sought after areas of Lakeside in the 23229 and 23226 area, you can of course go to the West End anywhere. Message me if you're looking. I'm happy to break down some other areas, some neighborhoods, some secret hidden spots in the West End. But another sleeper pick is Chamberlain Farms. Still within 10 minutes from Scott's Addition, average pricing, you're paying 101% of list price, which isn't as bad, and you get more house with an average of 1,900 square feet for an average price of $366,000. Now, my advice going into the spring and summer 2025 markets to buy, save at least 10% down. You might need some extra coin to get that house. Also, don't forget to save about 2% of the purchase price to go towards your closing costs if you are getting a loan. There's some companies out there that say, hey, we'll cover your closing costs. Just make sure you do at least get another quote from a different lender to compare their rates and actually where that money is getting allocated to. A lot of those companies that offer, hey, we'll pay your closing costs, sneak in hidden fees somewhere when you do either purchase or sale, so be careful alongside that. Another point of advice is look for homes that have lasted on the market after the first week. There's a lot of negotiation, and that's where really the fun comes into bringing an agent along and seeing how much they can actually negotiate for you in getting in that house. If you're looking in the spring, you're looking in the summer, give me a call. Now, if you're a seller in this market, congrats to you. You're still king of the market, and you got something that everybody wants, a home. Now, the biggest thing that you can do as a seller is prepare early for a sale and make sure you have the right strategy that fits the best for you in your location. Now, what's the standard procedure for kind of getting the home ready? professional cleaning, professional videos and photos, replacing things that are actually broken, and market the home before the market. Another thing that you could do is consider hiring an agent like myself to handle everything for you. In some cases, renovating a house or doing big jobs to the house may be beneficial, but we are still in a market where if your home's in a decent condition, it may not be as beneficial to you to invest all this money into the house with the amount of return that you might get. So, another reason why you should consult an agent and potentially a contractor to get certain quotes and to see what your value would be after renovating and before. Still hurts more to overprice your home than underprice your home. Those are just the common things, but selling is very situational to you and your home and your situation of selling and why you need to sell. Interest rates do still impact your sale as a seller slightly. You could probably expect to see less people viewing the property if interest rates are high at the time of you listing the property. My advice to if you are looking to sell in the spring or summertime, meet with an agent about 6 months out. They can give you advice on what to do to the property to repair, and also gives you all that time to put a list and timeline together and not be rushed. The biggest thing is to market the property before it hits the market. We want to create a line out the door scenario where when we list that property right before the weekend, everybody knows about it and everybody's jumping on that property, and that kind of creates that competition. It's been a quick report going into the spring and summer 2025 housing market. If you're looking to buy, looking to sell, or if wondering if 2025 is right for you, maybe it's not, give me a call. Happy to chat with you. This has been the update. Thanks.